That's the Maniac side of it, man. Let's see.
Let's wait for the book. Let's see. There we go. It's on the book.
All right, I'm waiting.
Well, at least it says it is. I don't see it on my iPhone yet, but let's see.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to go live on the ground.
All right.
All right. There we go. I see it on Instagram. So now option.
All right. I'm about to start sharing.
All right. It's the Streaming Maniacs. We are live, man. And this time we might get it right. We might get it right. Places, what you think?
Yeah, I'm sending out these texts.
All right. Getting people on.
Yeah.
Leading the way today, man. So
I am.
Yeah, man. You leading the way, man. Let's see if you can figure it out. Maybe I'll do something and switch the mic up if I do that.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead here and take the camera down, take our logo down, and then I guess that we talked about in our. We are literally remodeling. Yeah, I had to
at Darnell's studio. Oh my goodness!
It's a good thing because the floor house was built in the 50s, I believe. Houses, you're going to have some house, as I tell people.
Well, that sounds like streaming.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some sketchiness sometimes.
Yeah, or too many inputs on your computer that makes it go.
Watching Dr. Sharp, we talking about you, man. Dr.
Oh, Sharp, I wasn't gonna say his name.
I am. Man, I'm telling you. So I know
Faith Christian Center Church. He will have
there. He's probably one of the most innovative pastors in. If you are in that area and you trying to do something with your church and you looking for
it's actually helping a bishop set up, so we know he knows.
No, so he's definitely.
He knows his stuff. We work with pastors. I know I was talking about this with some other people. We need to have that really want to do streaming. So I guess we're going to have to put something together.
My plan was for us to do it this year, but smaller. But yeah, let's start making plans for that.
Yes. So. Well, actually, two, because I didn't get a chance to load in my setup. So we'll talk about that later. Great old screen sharing here. It does the same thing as the other platforms do. You know, I'm not going to say their names. So one of the things we're going to talk about real quick is things that we use here when we do our podcast for me. Triggers. I would do one right now, but we're on. So really control what happens within that input. Here. And now also you can set your vMix up in tabs. That's another. Like I have everything, all my feeds that I use. And then as you can see, yes, I have a lot of inputs on this project. vMix is in. So in vMix, they have this tool called triggers. And triggers basically tells you exactly situation here. We have, let me go to my opens and closes. House one, we have a trigger. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but what I'm going to do is it's going to set the volume control level. So we have, that's not sharing. Let's share this. Pardon us, we were sharing my screen, but apparently
you are.
all right. Well, I just switched it to the input so we can see the triggers.
Oh, got you.
You can see that when the open comes up, the transition is going to happen. 100% volume when it comes in, so the people at home can enjoy it. They can hear the full volume. Then after get used to 100 milliseconds is really or so basically in less than 1 second it brings the audio up instantly, and then the next thing, so we turn the audio on because we don't have it set up to come on. Then it turns on the camera, it does a fade, it starts fading the open. Now, one of the great things about another thing we do, because this is a complex script, so I know I'm being a little, okay, we want to automatically play with transition, but we turn off automatically mix audio because that's being controlled by the triggers. That's when it transitions. If you're fading the music, it's going to pause your audio. Next thing, you automatically restart with transition. That basically means, when it's over, we want it to automatically, that we use with the vMix. That's just for the Garrison House open. One of the things that's good about manual work. So you're not going to set up here and work hard to around. One of the biggest things that I learned doing just with Garrison House, just seeing myself on screen. So sometimes I would do stuff while my wife things together. I'm locating what I'm trying to go to next. So I also tips and tricks that we do in vMix to make things really flow. Here, let's see if it's going to bring that up. Doesn't see the settings window. So we'll just do the entire screen. How about that? All right. So right there is we do in here with vMix is this is where basically, like you see here, I have vMix 4K. So which is how we control what's going to the talent monitor. So full screen one is my one monitor full. What I was talking about earlier about scripting. Scripting is what controls pretty much a lot of things. What we did in this, it's a fade script that basically tells it exactly what to do. So I'll go to this script and pull up the open fade. The open looks hard, but it's not. I actually, ironically, Googled it based on what I'm doing. And so when it comes in, it comes the milliseconds start fading down to basically one of the things I'm doing, and I'm actually almost done. Try not to be too geeky on this. I mean, we are the streaming maniacs, so that's what we were talking about earlier, the word geek.
Yeah, I know.
That handles what happens when the camera comes on. Again, controller or somebody that's producing, you have to create a man band. Even if you have a co-host or somebody with you, as well as running the show. When you're running, a lot of us do, and I watch a lot of independent podcasters who don't have a lot of stuff that goes on. However, you can tell they to do live, where first of all, your editing is being done in real. Everything when you're done with your live, you may want to do a little. Have to take our podcast and put it on our streaming network. So all I had to render it, and I'm done. I don't have to worry about putting graphics in, re-editing the audio since we switched to this. Now, it saves us a lot. It's a lot cleaner. Just monitoring our podcast, me and my wife's, we like it was. If anyone looks at the previous one before we moved up here, very cumbersome situation for us. So what we did is on the microphone, and then it waits for a few seconds, and then it turns it, and then it goes right to the camera. So it gives us 200 milliseconds.
So Darnell, explain what a stinger is for those that might not know what a.
We're going to go ahead and come out of scripting. A stinger and stuff in here, even though it's going to say Garrison House, but that's fine. Stinger is. So basically, vMix has a stinger button. So if you have vMix, everyone's probably like, "What in the world is a stinger?" And when you're doing everything in live,
you can customize it.
You can customize it and try to figure one out. This one here is basically a vMix one that I customized it. That's the best part about it. Between everything. vMix gives you 4 stingers now. This meeting platform is really nice for those who don't realize. I'm still learning it, but I'm to really get this platform on your, use this platform. So all these different things can be customized. Is some other things, but okay, Mike, what you got? Or okay. Well, he's showing off the clapping of. That's the other thing. We never talked about that. We can probably go into that where we do certain things, but we'll go into that in a later edition. One of the favorite things I have, and I'm not sure. I'll just talk about it, and then I'm done with my part.
lunch is calling.
Yes, lunchtime live. But we're not eating the lunchtime special. They will actually be eating and talking. That's just like, nah, I can do that live with y'all.
Don't count it out though, because
we yeah, that'll be our special lunchtime edition. And real quick, in my final part here, let me see if it's gonna let me show this. As some people used to say back in the day, it's the Bon Diggy of a script. Really what controls the ending of our show. Again, I had to on the fly, maybe 6 hours before is pro coder for those who don't know. I love coding. It sometimes it can be relaxing and sometimes it can be pain. So in this code here, what we do is use, because in case I have customized for a customer or a client, we can. Most people just put their inputs in. Again, that's part of organization, which we can your inputs in, and you're like, again, if you're doing a one-man show, if you don't have the stuff organized, you're looking for trouble. So in our situation, we have an input called close, which is our closing sequence. But in our topic. And so what this script has to do is, like our previous Garrison house, I told my wife, do we want to hit the closing sequence? The closing sequence is a button on our Stream Deck script, and we have 25 seconds. Layer is going to make sure everything is set. It's going to reset the volume on the close. It's going to start. Then it's going to turn on our talent screen a countdown clock that's going to give us and then this is going to start bringing the music up slowly during that 25 seconds. I got to put these lines in. It's going to turn off all overlays. It's going to turn everything off. Then it's going to hit the. And it's going to turn make sure our layers are off. And basically, talking, it takes the audio from 0% to 60%. And then once it goes, it's going to hit the stinger, turn the audio off on our microphones. And it's done. That's how easy it is. That's basically stuff that we used to do in the studio. So audio operator, the camera, the director, and I've been in broadcasting again for quite a few decades. And I've done all these positions. So basically it eliminates because we did the stinger. Let's get the right broadcast up. Now we had the right broadcast. And I think everything we need, all these positions that we operator, which I've been a graphic operator, I've been an audio operator. You always want the music to fade subtly under while to bother me. And I had to do something about it. So that's when I started looking. VMix is where you go into triggers, by the way, because it's setting for our streaming network Cashmere. We use it has a trigger that turns off the Cashmere logo, and it turns. But anyway, going back, we're just using kind of struggle in having your podcast. You're looking confused. You're looking out for you. You just want to make sure that you're looking basically. My wife she does a lot of hers. She's been learning to edit, and that's where we are. But anyway, that's pretty much when we do our conference, where it's a little more detailed. Is the next one, I guess I'll show my setups, what I use for great fitness. Dealing with learning, walking upstairs is not my best friend. The computer in the whole different building because we have Stream Deck anywhere on the same Wi-Fi network. But that's all I have.
Wrapping that up. And for everybody that's a little lost on some of that, you may be ashamed to reach out and we can help you set up your software platform for your podcast. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the platform side of things. You be streaming live to these different platforms. Let's see. I'm gonna hit that button. I'm gonna go to share screen. Which one do I want to share? It is on it. So a couple things that's important about this. One, restreaming to the different destinations that you wanted to go to. Instagram and LinkedIn. We're not live right now on LinkedIn, but one of some reason it's not going to a particular platform. What we built in, and it'll show you what's live at the time. Not going to LinkedIn. I can hit the start option. Today, I'm not set up to go to LinkedIn, but I did that as an example. If you logged in and all of these were red, and for some reason one was push it. And so we built that as a feature because some readily reconnect. And so this way it gives you the option to be able to go in and stream into a specific platform. Maybe you want to push everybody to one platform and you say, okay, cool, just join me on Facebook. The others, in this case, I can stop Twitch. One was refresh and it's still there. And if I decide to go back to Twitch, back to Twitch. So just giving you some ideas on how you can do this with your live stream. Another thing that you in other destinations that you want to stream. So you can see you're not limited to any. You can have as many as you possibly want to have any given time. So for instance, in a lot of environments, somebody might come. But you can add their platform directly to your dashboard. You can stream it there. Then at the end of the event, you can delete it and you don't have to worry about on the hardware side of things. You can do everything literally with. You might want to, go in and because all of this is being recorded within the system as well. So I'm going to show you one other thing. One of the other things that I'm going to show you is once reshare this screen. Actually, I'm gonna just screen. I'm gonna just open this up. So I'm gonna go into my videos, record it, and right to the back end. You will go to where it says AI powered, and now you can create information. So, for instance, if I wanted to generate, simply clicking on generate basic ideas, and this video that has no real audio to it, so it won't necessarily create shorts as well by simply doing that. So literally short, or you want to publish a reel to Instagram, now you can do, as Darnell mentioned before, we're using our platform where you go in and you can create a meeting. You can schedule that. You can also password protect any meeting that you want to have. But streaming this meeting, as we said before in previous podcasts. The bandwidth connection, whenever you're using WebRTC, could be, vMix software or OBS or any hardware that you have. You don't have to have as much equipment necessarily. You can go live from any place, even your phone. We have your account, and this is not for everybody to download this in the App Store. Allow you to be able to go live directly from your phone to all of those platforms. The ability to be able to stream from anywhere, anytime, to any platform. What you can do within the Cloud Live platform. And we built this same exact platform for churches. It's called Light and. We're constantly making changes and upgrades and making sure that we're send them a link. And when they get the link, they'll be able to log right into your meeting. You can see your as well. And again, if you're streaming all of these, then they're being recorded also. So that just gives you a high level of how you can manage it from your browser. Or next week we'll be live of that, and you'll be able to see a little bit of the difference between all of those other things that you can do. But we are the Streaming Maniacs. We want to thank. Went live on Instagram. Thank you for that hand clap. It's going to be a little different with the screen sharing stuff. You're really not going to be able to see anybody who joined us or even just popped in for a few minutes. But tell everybody about the Streaming Maniacs podcast. You can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Our goal is from 12 to 12:30. So we are 10 minutes over time. It's Darnell, Mike. We are officially the Streaming Maniacs, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about that we hadn't even got. Taking this opportunity to share this information because for years we've been wanting to do this. I'll say this: we're going to share a lot of information that's going to help a lot of people stream it. If you follow the podcast, you're going to get a lot of detailed information. Then it's going to actually cost you. So paying attention to the podcast is going to be very helpful for you. But go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, and share. Comments.
Yeah, I want to see that video from that we promised them to see this week.
Actually,
I think I saw it on the platform when you demoed the platform.
You did here. And
yeah, that we have all these. I didn't mean to boo myself.
There you go. Boo.
But I know people are seeing me like this, but then my mic is way over yonder.
So let's take a look at this video. He's a dancing Tesla. You said the audio?
Yeah. You have it posted, but at least they get the idea that the Tesla is moving. I would like to meet the guy myself. You need to interview him because he
really should have.
And he scripted. Now, did he say he scripted the car?
Yeah, he said he is up to do it, which is pretty.
The Tesla X with the X wings, the Falcon wing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I actually uploaded to Facebook as well. And I think so it may be on our LinkedIn channel or page and on pulling down the internet connection. But anyway, we'll go live. We'll go live from who have questions about vMix Call. If you know somebody who's been asking questions about vMix, how you can integrate Zoom into your vMix as well. I just put them on the spot with that. But